Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I'm here to do a general monthly reading for the month of June 2021 for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Aquarius. I couldn't think who it was then. So, without further ado, as I say, this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate with you, so please do feel free to pick up anything that does and leave the rest behind. Now, if you know your moon, your rising, or your Venus, you can check out those videos. They'll all be linked in the description box below, as will all the ways that you can contact me if you wish to have a private reading. In the meantime, thank you so much to all of you that have subscribed to my channel so far, and all the likes and the comments and the shares that I get. It's so very much appreciated. And do please keep those coming, and do please remember to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me to grow. I'm now at over 1,200 and that's really lovely, and I'm so very grateful to all of you. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to me. So without further ado, let's point the camera down and see what's going on for my lovely Aquarians. So Aquarius, June 2021. What do they need to know, please? If you're ever wondering what I'm doing when I'm wafting my arm around at the start of a video, I am cleansing the area. It was too many cards. Aquarius, June 2021. What do they need to know? Aquarius. Cards are being sluggish today, Aquarius. And Aquarius, what do they need to know? I usually wait for jumpers or flippers from the pack, ones that present themselves to me and want to be picked. Come on, Aquarius, 2021. June. What do they need to know? Thank you. We have the Justice card. And we have the King of Cups. And we have the Hanged Man. Two major arcanas straight off the bat. That's not bad going. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have Death and Rebirth. Don't be scared by the Death card, Aquarius. We have the Five of Pentacles. That was too many. Page of Cups. Aquarius, what do they need to know? Thank you. The King of Swords, and our overall energy for the month is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she is here to tell you that there is some hidden knowledge that you should be seeking, something that you need to know, and it's usually a hidden knowledge within yourself. So this is a month of going within and seeking that knowledge in order that you may inform your future. So spending time meditating, spending time really contemplating what in the world you want, looking for that knowledge, looking for that wisdom, and using it to inform your decisions. You can see here the High Priestess, she has these downloads coming into her crown chakra here. She's got that crescent moon on her crown chakra as well. And she has all the knowledge and the wisdom of the universe being downloaded into her. But the High Priestess doesn't speak. So when she does, she speaks in tongues. So this is about you connecting to that higher self, connecting to that higher energy, to the spirits, to the cosmos, whatever you believe, and garnering that information and that knowledge and that wisdom for yourself in order to make informed choices and plan for your future in an effective way. Now, we start off the reading with another major arcana, which is justice. By the way, when you have major arcanas in a reading and you have a lot of them, then it's usually something you need to sit up and take notice about. And we have 2, 3, we have 4, including the High Priestess. So it's about half the reading that is major arcana here. So the Justice card, justice is about the natural law of things, the natural order. It's about balance, creating that sense of fairness and justice in the world. And you can see here she's holding the sword with the scales of justice hanging off of it. It can sometimes represent some legal matters that you may be looking at, going into. And it's all about gaining that fairness and that balance within and without. So it is on the micro and the macro level here. That sense of balance is important during this month of June. Now, underneath that justice card, we have 2 5s, and 5s are usually something to do with conflict, something to do with things that are not, not particularly pleasant, but there's a reason that they're there. So bear with me and stick with me to the end because it does get better. Okay, so underneath justice, we have the 5 of Swords. This is conflict, unfair advantages. You know, in the traditional Rider-Waite, you have the one guy sort of stealing the swords from the others. And it can be about you having experienced some sort of loss, some sort of unfairness, some sort of injustice, but you do have justice up above that. So remember that. And it's the need for you to rebuild your confidence, rebuild your skills, and not be worried about people's hollow victories, because someone who claims a victory that isn't theirs, the justice will prevail and it will be found out. We then have the 5 of Pentacles. Now, as you can see here, this figure, she's sitting in the dirt. She's got her head in her knees. She's feeling very sorry for herself. She's out in the cold. And that's the feeling of the 5 of Pentacles. That feeling of being ostracized, that feeling of being left out. And this can come from if someone has claimed a victory that wasn't theirs and has made you feel less than, made you feel worthless in some way. But the thing is with it is, again, she's sitting there feeling sorry for herself, but behind her is this door that is all lit up with the 5 Pentacles. There's the key and there's the lock. She could easily get up, get that key and go in from the cold, go into the warm and be safe and secure. So it is a reminder to not sit there and feel sorry for yourself, to not wallow in something and feel like the world is against you, because the world is not against you. You may have had a hiccup, you may have had something that has come about that is not particularly fair and that feels like it's not just, but you have justice at the top of this. So justice will prevail. That balance will be restored. Okay, so next to justice, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, this is water energy, and water energy is all about your feelings and your emotions and, you know, your intuition, that kind of thing. And the King of Cups, he is the king of intuition. He is the very sort of calm, go with the flow. He's a bit of a dreamer. He's kind of my surfer dude, you know, the old surfer dude character in this particular deck. I love it. And he is here to kind of remind you to follow your intuition, to let your gut instincts guide you, and to know that that will help, and to go with the flow of things, to really allow yourself to love, to be generous, to be open, and just go with the flow, because that's how you can be a very good leader, is by showing others that if you just allow things to unfold naturally, and you know, the truth will come out, things will settle down, and instead of trying to swim upstream against something, if you release those oars and let go, then you get to go with the flow of that river and the flow of life, and things are a lot easier and a lot simpler, and your intuition will guide you. Okay, Aquarius, your intuition is there to help you. So rely on that and trust in it. And underneath that King of Cups here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is beautiful energy. The aces are the beginnings of something. And the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of an idea of something that you can grow, develop, and build. Pentacles are that earth energy, all about building, growing, developing, creating something. And this is about planting the seeds for your future. So by following your intuition and letting things happen, letting things unfold, going with the flow, you can plant that new seed of an idea that will help you to grow and develop into whatever it is you want for your future. This is planting those seeds and nurturing it and being optimistic about what is to come. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is also a reminder to work on your skills and work on your knowledge and work on your abilities to develop something into its fullness, whether that is a work project, whether that is a new business, whether that is just an idea, a relationship, a love interest, whatever it is. By planting that seed when you're in the flow and using your intuition, it will grow and it will develop and it will become the thing that you want for your future. So it's about planning in advance for your future here. And underneath that King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, we then have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, he's the dreamer. You know, he comes in the traditional Rider-Waite. You've got the Page of Cups coming in with his little cup and the little fish bobbing out. And he's like, here, have a fish. You know, it's an offer of love. But it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. It's just that idea that, you know, to be open to dreaming, to be open to loving what you do, and really opening up to those ideas of possibilities. You know, instead of closing yourself off and going, I can't possibly do that because X, Y, Z. You know, instead, allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to feel your way into what it is you want to do. And those dreams will start to come into being the more that you work on them. Pages are messengers. So here's a messenger saying, dream, love what you do, love the people in your life, you know, be romantic, be the dreamer. It doesn't matter. It's about you being open and receptive and being able to harness that King of Cups energy of going with the flow. Now, next to that King of Cups and that Justice card, we have the Hanged Man, another major arcana. And the Hanged Man puts themselves into suspension. They literally to turn themselves upside down and look at the world from a different perspective. And this is something that may be called for during this month of June. You actually looking at things from a different perspective. You may need to look at things from someone else's perspective, as we have that Five of Swords and that Five of Pentacles there. What is causing that person to behave the way that they're behaving? You know, why do you feel the way that you feel? Why is it making you feel less than? Why is it making you feel left out? Why is it making you feel that you're not being successful? What is it? Because it's usually something that is mirrored back to you, that you have within you. So look at things from every perspective, from every angle. And if there is something that you want to work on, but you can't quite see how to go forwards with it, then look at it from another angle. Look at it from another perspective. Take a step back. The Hanged Man can also mean that there is a delay in something. It's literally life in suspension. So you may find that there is a delay in getting what you want. And I say that as well because we have the Ace of Pentacles in the middle here, and the aces are the beginnings of something. It's planting that seed for the future. It's creating that opportunity for something to grow, but it's not getting that reward immediately. You know, it is the beginning stage of something. So this is a month for something beginning, something started. You want to gain that knowledge. You want to gain that balance and that justice, and you want to be able to plant those seeds and go with the flow and let things happen and use your intuition, trust your gut. You know, the King of Cups is very, to me, very connected to the High Priestess, in that it is all about intuition and intuitive acts, an intuitive way of behaving. And then we have underneath that Hanged Man, and next to the Ace of Pentacles, on the other side of the Five of Swords there, we have death and rebirth. Now, the important thing to remember about this is the rebirth side of it, okay? Death does not mean mortal death. It means something that is coming to an end, the death of something. So you may find that something needs to end in order for something else to begin, which is where that Hanged Man energy also comes into play. When you have these two together, it's like there's a pause in the proceedings here. And you need to look at those things that need to be, that need to finish, that need to come to an end in order for something new to begin. So it really is a month of introspection here, a month of looking at what you can do, taking those steps, planting those ideas, and really, really connecting to your inner desires here and knowing what you want and doing it in a fair and just and balanced way. And then we end with the King of Swords. Now, this is your energy here, Aquarius. Swords are air energy. And they're all about communication and knowledge and wisdom and truth and honesty. Now, the fact that this reading, the last card in this reading, is basically representing you here, shows me that you need to be that thought leader. You need to be showing others that you are that dynamic and intuitive and knowledgeable thought leader that people can come to, that you can show others the way. You can be that guiding light. The King of Swords, he's very honest. He's very earnest as well. He has a balance of knowledge and power with intuition. So it's not just about the cold-hearted knowledge of things. It's about being very intuitive as well. And that's echoed with that King of Cups. You have two kings that are very much related to one another, even though you may not feel like they are because they both have that intuitiveness within them. And the King of Swords is here encouraging you to display your leadership qualities, to be the leader, to be the person that other people follow, that other people come to for those ideas, for that knowledge, for that inspiration. and really sort of taking things forwards into the future and being the best that you can be, you know, being the best version of you. So this is where you're kind of heading towards at the end of the month here. You're heading towards becoming that leader, becoming that person who is in charge with that truth, that integrity, that honesty, that knowledge, and that intuition. And there was something else I was going to say, and it's gone right out of my head. So I will go on to the other cards now. Right, I'm going to take a Work Your Light Oracle for you. Let's have a look. Okay, and we have the card of Yes. Just say yes. So if you are presented with some opportunities here, then, you know, you're being encouraged to say yes. Say yes to opportunities. Say yes to life. Say yes to what's coming your way in a positive way. It's a positive card, the Yes card. What else do my lovely Aquarius need to know, please? Okay, and we have in Rama, where are you being called to journey to? Beautiful. So again, going with the flow, where are you being called to journey to? What are you being called to do? What are you being called to act upon? What are you resisting right now that you need to let go of the oars and go with the flow and go towards it? What is your calling here? Love that. Okay, I'm going to take a Wisdom of the Oracle for you. What else do my lovely Aquarius need to know, please? Got a hair stuck in there. Okay. What else do my lovely Aquarius need to know? Thank you. Okay, and we have the never-ending story. So you don't want to get stuck in that Five of Swords and Five of Pentacles energy. You know, you don't want to keep repeating that cycle and being in that never-ending story of loss, of lack, of disappointment, of letting down, of feeling like everything is against you, you know. It's time to get out of that lack mentality and embrace your new life. We have the New Life card. I love that. And when that comes out after the never-ending story, it goes to show that you have the capabilities there, Aquarius. You have that ability to stop that cycle, that repetitive cycle of things not working, of things feeling wrong, of things being boring or mundane or whatever. And you have the opportunity to start that new life. You've got new life here and the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, planting the seeds for your new future. Love that. Okay, these are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Anything else to my lovely Aquarius, please? We've got 3 again. We seem to be getting 3s for you. So the cosmos, creativity and vastness. Wow. So the cosmos, when you get this card, this is about this is this. You know, this is about that higher consciousness, that seeking of knowledge, that seeking of the truth. And the cosmos is open to you right now, Aquarius. So tap into that energy and really see what's on offer for you. And the creativity as well. It's just wow. Yeah. Okay, and we have Sisters of the Seasons, cycle of growth, natural law, and divine order. There's the Justice card again. So there is a natural law and a natural order, a divine order going on here for you in the month of June. And it is positive, is in your favor. It is a cycle of growth, Ace of Pentacles, growth. Okay, I love that. And we have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, selflessness, humility, and conscious action. So by you showing your selflessness and taking conscious action towards your future, you are ascending to that higher place, getting that higher knowledge and improving your life immensely. And doing it with a humble and you know, humility, and being very gentle with others as well. Being that thought leader, the King of Swords. So he is strong, but he's also got the gentleness there as well. You know, he's very, very direct in a lot of ways because he has that knowledge and he has that wisdom, but it's also about doing it in a way that is not bulldozing others, you know, that is not sort of like showing off your prowess. Okay, I'm going to take a Magical Mermaids and Dolphins for you. Okay, and we have morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestations. That's pretty self-explanatory. So morning affirmations, those positive things you say to yourself to stop that negative talk, to stop that feeling down, to stop that poverty consciousness and that lack mentality. And why would you have a lack mentality when you have the treasure chest? An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So this is where June is heading. You know, it is heading towards this windfall of abundance. Now that can be money and it can be other things as well. So look for the abundance. Where is it coming? What is it? What is the unexpected positive that is coming into your life this month? And I'm going to take a healing with the fairies. And we have making new friends. Nice. So if you are in conflict with old friends, yeah, maybe it's time to make some new friends. And then we have awakening your true self. Beautiful energy. So yeah, awaken your true self, Aquarius, because that's where your power lays. That's where your success will come. And that's where you will feel more at peace and happy in life in general. Okay, I hope this resonated with you. Please do drop me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts. But until next time, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Namaste.